cruel animal abuse. This animal out of my home was put 301 Kingston Road since I rescued from abuse. My two cats were in a separate room and the homeless person who I rescued because he would have died in the winter time. And since the fire, the police and TCAC will not let us back into our unit. Imagine that. Trying to say me put arson. That I burned down my own unit to kill my two cats and rescue this dog. And a month later, all the care is taking care of this animal with a 13-year-old purebred American pit bull. Then, through the miracle of God, I ran up who owned the dog since birth. And it turns out her unit had burned down too. The same manner as mine. With an electrical fire where mine was a cell phone plugged in that was using a lithium battery, and hers was an e-bike plugged in with a lithium battery. And after her being out of her unit, where I was in her TCHC, changed her lock, and did not get her lock. She was a victim of a tragedy, a fire in her home. That could have killed her dog and her cats, and all the deer. But in turn, they locked her home, didn't give her a key, and in turn, locked her cats in, her 4 cats in, for 2 weeks. They locked her cats into an apartment, and she was the victim of a fire. So she decided to come in and get into her own unit. And when she got into her unit, she ran into her 11th animal, and she said, sure, this is home, you can come home. And in turn, the caregiver went home with him and cleaned through the unit. And when all the debris that was discarded was out front, ours and staff came to remove them and then said, oh, somebody's in the unit. And then they called the police and said, I was trespassing. And the dog was trespassing in what has been the dog's home for 13 years. Are you saying that animals have no right when it comes to housing? That's what Toronto Community Housing is saying. By locking out the original owner of this animal, and when she connected with the current owner and the animal was homeless due to death, ordering the animal homeless, they come in and said that the animal is not allowed in its home. Tara Nichols passed out when she got into her home because she had been up so long, roaming from street to street to street to street, different homes to different homes. And in the fire, she had been convicted of no crime, but yet I thought only the sheriff and a landlord and tenant tribunal can evict someone. Toronto Community Housing says they can evict someone after they go through whatever tragedy there is. And that's what they did to Tara Nichols, her dog, and her 4 cats, where they left the cats locked in for 2 weeks. We ask the Ombudsman, the human rights, and whoever is in a position to address this immediately. Either I'll send them Ms. Nichols into her unit or me into my unit immediately so this dog have a home. Either his past home of 13 years or his current home. Okay? But we prefer, see, I've got smoke inhalation, pneumonia, and I've gone through a fraught with so much to keep this dog alive. And I committed no crime, but they said fire marshal said I committed arson. Mischief and negligence in my own home to make this animal homeless and kill my 2 cats. Does that make any common sense? Please assist. Our number is 647-745-2768 or email creating, CREATING, good, G-O-O-D, people, P-O-P-L-E, at gmail.com. And please help Hennessy get to her home. And where was it? In Orton Park. God bless.